Hello, it's 10 o'clock on Tuesday, which means it's time for Pop Speed Digital Marketing's Hot Take Tuesday here on LinkedIn. My name is Lori Jo Vest, and I'm the founder of Pop Speed Digital. And with me is Kylie Metcalf, who was employee number one and one of our social media experts on the team. So today we are going to talk about 2025 trends. And they really, it's kind of cool, isn't it, Kylie, how they line up with what we already know? We see evidence in our clients'
Yep.
social content and analytics.
Mhm.
And so we pay attention to that on a daily basis and notice what's performing and what's not. So it's always awesome when a big organization comes out with trends and what we think lines up with theirs, right, Kylie?
Yeah, I think it also speaks to just how important it is to be regularly looking at your analytics, whether, you're doing internal social media marketing for, your own business or you're running an agency and have a bunch of clients. I think that it really gives you a head start. Not to say it's not important to keep up with those larger companies and, what they project the trends will be, but it gives you a little bit of a jump start, in my opinion, on, seeing what's working for your clients because
Hmm.
as much as the algorithms are ever changing, they're the same algorithm for all of us, right? They're
Yeah.
functioning the same. So being able to like really keep in tune with those and know going into the next year, okay, this is what we're seeing, and then confirming it like how we're about
Hmm.
to. It's interesting, and I think for us it lets us know like, oh yeah, like we know what we're talking about. Nice.
We're doing it right. Yeah, and that's,
Right.
I mean, don't we all want to be told that, right?
Exactly.
So, a couple of things. This isn't by any means everything that's happening in social media. These are some
Absolutely.
highlights that you can use right now on your social media that you do for your brands or for your organization. So, Kylie, tell us what we're going to talk about.
So some of the things that stood out to us the most are PDFs on LinkedIn and carousels on Instagram. We'll get into those a little bit deeper as we go through this, but those are absolutely in. They are in, and I think that they're here to stay. Not that they necessarily ever
Mhm.
left, but in terms of engagement, I think they're going to be really strong in 2025. Faces and people in your content, prioritizing that over graphic content is going to be in again. I feel like we sound like a broken record saying this week in and week out, but it is could not be more true. And ROI outweighing in terms of importance any other metric that we
Mhm.
that we pay attention to with our analytics and with what we're measuring is going to be so important not only for us but for our clients moving into 2025.
Absolutely. So, PDFs and carousels, who doesn't love a good carousel, right?
Exactly.
Um, People like to do that little slidey thing with their finger. I don't know what
Mhm.
that's about, but it's proven.
Mhm.
We have a global client and we just did our annual analytics and we had a series that we did for them. It was like 7 unique technology advances of blah blah blah, right? Let's just say that's it. And so we ran one post of each of these 7 technology innovations. Then we took them all together and made a video. And then we took them all together and did a PDF slider that had like 9 slides in it. Guess which one did the best? The slider, of course, right? What have you seen, Kylie?
I think that one of the things that you'll hear us say pretty often is we'll talk about video content a lot. And again, not to say that carousels and PDFs ever really left in terms of popularity on LinkedIn and Instagram, but video content has just reigned supreme pretty much since the dawn of TikTok, I would say. I think that that kind of changed the game and really, really upped the importance of videos. We're really seeing that especially with TikTok's future being a little who knows right now.
Yeah.
We still think that that will remain true, but when you compare PDFs on LinkedIn and carousels on Instagram to just a single still or just a single graphic image, it
Mhm.
is night and day in terms of performance. And I think Lori said it absolutely best. It's more interactive.
Mhm.
When you're actually physically taking, your finger and just swiping to go through what else there is here or what else the business wants you to learn or the influencer wants to share or tips or tricks or whatever the actual content is, it's more engaging. It gets your audience thinking, oh, maybe they have some like really important information that they want to share here. And to physically interact in that way by making them swipe to continue to learn more, for whatever reason, the human brain loves it and it's working. So
Yep. Yep. And I would add to that if you can come up with a story or a content point that you can put a number to, 3 ways to,
yeah,
3 things you should never, 4 reasons why. Those are the things that people want to know. And because it's, a listicle, they call those, it implies that it's going to be a quick and easy read. And people are into quick and easy reads. We have 3 seconds to get people's attention. You can pull them into what you're looking at by telling them what they're going to see when they swipe with a quick list kind of title. So it definitely works. Okay, next, what do we got here, Kylie?
People and faces. So again, it's one of the things you'll hear us say until we're blue in the face, but I don't really mind drilling this one home week in and week out because it's so important. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Lori, I think that we see this far and away as the most important thing happening on social media. How much smiling people, happy faces, groups of people, a single person on the team and spotlighting them, using actual real photos of your people, how much it can work to benefit your content. And the reason behind that is authenticity. So when we go to social, again, you've heard us say this a million times, when we go to social as just, your average everyday consumer, we're not looking to be sold to. We're not looking to really be like super educated or informed really or anything like that, at least, in that morning scroll. We're really just looking to keep up with our friends, keep up with our family, maybe check up on our favorite influencer, who knows. Maybe every once in a blue moon to see if our favorite brand is running some sort of sale or promotion, but we go to see people. We don't go to see graphic content really for the most part. We don't go to see all of these promotional videos and commercials and things like that. We go to interact with people. So it really goes back to that age-old mantra you've heard us say over and over again, to stand out by fitting in. And nothing fits into the feed like prioritizing, highlighting people, whether that's your team, your staff, your leadership, or better yet, your customer base, whatever that might look like for your business.
I had breakfast with a client this morning, matter of fact, and we were talking about the fact that your audience on social media is there to see their peeps, not your corporate video. So if you can fit in with something that's shot as a selfie video, something that's, like almost, think about it. How many Zoom calls are we on? We're used to seeing people in authentic ways. So when it looks like something that you would personally do or a friend of yours would personally create, it's going to be immediately more engaging to those people who are on social media to be social.
Right.
So it's a really easy thing to remember. People are on social media to be social with other people, not your graphics, not your corporate video. A corporate video can be done in a way that's really engaging. But those quick hit selfie style videos work amazingly well.
Yeah.
So, and last but not least, ROI. We don't care about likes. We don't care about click-through rates. We care about what people do.
Yes.
That's the thing. Do they make a purchase? We have a client that we solicit volunteers for on a regular basis on social. And when I'm CC'd on the emails that come in when new volunteer inquiries come in, and my heart sings every time we get a volunteer email, because that is what we're here for. We're there to help them get volunteers, help them get donations. We're not here to help them get likes, clicks, shares. Right.
Exactly.
So
I think another good example of that, we have another section of our clients that we focus on leads and lead gen. And when we find, an ad, the primary way that we do that is ads on Meta. And when we find an ad that really works, we stick with it until we burn it out, because you want to, when you find something that works and is generating that actual tangible ROI that your clients want, because ultimately our clients pay us to get them the result that they're after. And
Yep.
more often than not, that result is not high engagement. It's
No.
in this case, leads or volunteers or event attendees or donors or increased sales or whatever the case may be. So keeping track of what types of content generate that ROI and doing more of it is really, really important when it comes to prioritizing ROI, because ultimately that's what either your business or your clients or your own brand is going to be looking for.
Yep. It's called social media marketing for a reason, because we want to get those marketing results. So that's what we've got for you today. Tune in again next week, 10 o'clock on Tuesday for another episode. We try to take on what's happening and keep you posted on interesting things happening in social media. So we are both open networkers here on LinkedIn. If you'd like to know more about PopSpeed Digital Marketing LLC, connect with either me or Kylie, and we'll see you next week. Thanks so much.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.